Okay, so we're going to show you how to find the best starting weapon in Elden Ring. This can be done right away, straight off the bat. You don't need anything. We're going to grab a couple things to make this a little bit easier. We're going to grab our mount, and we're going to grab a grace location nearby so that we can respawn if we die. So we're just going to make a beeline right for our horse. It's just above this camp of soldiers right here. You can see it's right before the big gate. We're going to talk to Our Lady. We're going to skip all the dialogue, and she's going to give us our horse. I'm going to run down a little bit. I'm going to grab the map fragment so it'll be easier to see what we're doing and where we're at. And then we just head a little east. So we're headed for this ravine here to the east. And you can't fall down without taking damage. But we'll just kind of show you. We're looking for a bloody finger, which is an NPC that will spawn and attack you. And he spawns just south of this area, but we're going to try and land down here. To get started. But first we want to grab us another grace location, whatever they're called. I'm just going to start calling them fire pits because that's what they were in Dark Souls 3. And we'll rest and make it daytime. And again, we're going to go down the ravine in this area right here. So you can jump into these updrafts with your horse and you won't take damage. But if you manage to miss it or don't get it in entirely, you're going to take fall damage. It'll automatically dismount you off your horse once you reach the area. So that's how you know you're in there. And then just run on foot He's going to spawn at the far end of this area, and I think you have to take damage first. But if you take damage and then keep running, you'll get some help that will spawn, and he'll help you fight this bloody finger. See, normally he would show up right there, but I think you have to get hit a couple times maybe. I haven't spent a significant amount of time here testing it out. He also does a ranged attack, which is what the dagger does with the left trigger pull. And see, here's our friend. So he's very dangerous, so keep your distance from him. When your friend shows up, let him grab a little bit of aggro, heal up, and just keep attacking him from behind. He can probably 2 or 3 shot you depending on what class you pick, so be very careful. He has 1 Estus flask. A flask of Crimson Tears. And then he won't be able to heal anymore. So just keep wailing on him. So you can't heal anymore. And when he's dead, you'll get the dagger. It is a very overpowered starting, zone weapon. It trivializes giants and just about anything that you can apply the bleed effect to. The weapon skill on it is a ranged attack that applies a heavy bleed. And next, I'm going to show you where to farm 5 giants that respawn right near a campfire. That this dagger it makes those fights trivial. You want to have a couple cerulean tier flasks to heal up your FP. And you'll need 1 or 2 crimson tiers to heal any incidental damage you're going to take, but it is just a super easy, super fast farming location. So this is the most straightforward route. There's another shorter route off to the right that I'll show you at the end, but this way you'll pick up I think you pick up a tier on the way out of here. So we'll just head up through the castle gates here. Grab it's a golden seed. Okay, so that gives you an extra flask. I think I might have gone a little bit of the long way here, but it's a pretty straightforward path to get to our checkpoint here. I'm gonna grab this checkpoint. Just to the south of us, there are about 5 giants on this ridge down there. And you can see we just went straight north from where we spawn. This is Stormhill, and it's going to take some practice to learn the move patterns of the giants, and I get beat up a little bit here, but it's pretty trivial once you learn it. So again, this is where we're starting, and you can warp back to that campfire up north there, and you'll get all your flasks back, and then you can just rinse and repeat. Just keep doing it. So this is just the left trigger. 3 of those and he'll bleed. And it's a little finicky. Sometimes it takes 4. Sometimes it takes 5. I don't know if they build a resistance to it. I got a little beat up there. But what makes this amazing is every time you kill a giant, you refill a couple of your flasks. So even at this beginning level, when you don't have a lot of FP, you can just jump right from one to another and just keep refilling your FP with your flasks without having to go back to the campfire each time. It gets easier later on once you can kill 2 of them without having to flask, but it's amazingly easy once you learn their patterns, and if you don't get too thirsty, which is my main problem in all Souls games, is they'll have a sliver of health and then they start going berserk and I wind up dying. So just take it slow, dodge a lot, stay under their legs. At about 1/3 health, they'll pull the sword off their back and start doing lunging attacks and sweeping attacks. But the stomp is really the main thing you have to watch out for if you're going to be under their feet. Usually if you attack 2 or 3 times and dodge, 2 or 3 times and dodge, it's pretty safe. So you can see I have 1 cerulean flask. Kill him, and back up to 3. So you can just... once you kill them all, you just warp back and rinse and repeat. And there's 5 of them here, so that's 5,000 every time you do the loop. It's pretty quick. It takes just a few minutes if you get real good at it. I'm not real good at it, so it takes me a little while. See, I got thirsty. I should have just dodged away and waited. Also, the range on it is pretty good. These enemies seem to have larger hitboxes, so it seems to go further for the larger enemies. But this dagger trivializes all boss fights. Like, anything that can bleed, you just call in some spirits and wail on them with the ranged attack. And that bleed is so powerful. I've been using this dagger with the brass shield that doesn't have any weapon arts on it, so you can still use the left trigger on the dagger, and it's been phenomenally effective. So again, this is where it is right here. Just south. So next we're going to show you how to get up there a lot quicker. It doesn't take you by the golden seed, but it is just a quick jump right from here. So we're going to grab our horse. Just keep heading east. And this game is so expansive. There's so many places to go and things to explore. It's fantastic. So here we're going to find one of these little updrafts. You can see on the map where it is. And there we go. We're on Stormhill. And then if you haven't picked up the checkpoint location yet, you can just head straight. And then we're back here. From that campfire, it's just a quick little jaunt to the south, southeast. And there it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Goodbye.